So here's Mitchell. It hasn't taken him long to become one of the favourites here in Newcastle. Resumes the captaincy along with Jamie Buhrer, who will come from the bench tonight. A warm reception from the Newcastle crowd. These two clubs met back in the grand final in 2001, 17 years ago. It's hard to believe, isn't it? And since then, both clubs have made the finals on 6 occasions, and a memorable night for that man, young Nick Meaney, playing his first NRL game. His grandfather, Dennis Meaney, was somewhat of a legend, played in 3 grand finals. 172 first grade games for both Manly and West, grand finals in 57, 62 and 63. So there's some pedigree coming behind this young man, Nick Meaney, player of the year for Newcastle in under-20s and also in a New South Wales Cup. Daniel Alvaro, one of 2 Newcastle players to have appeared in every match so far this season. Michael Jennings, the other, who didn't get a week off last week. He played reserve grade for Wentworthville over in New Zealand, and they got a win there. So VB Friday Night Football, we're underway in the Hunter. And the kick bounces up for Varve to return here for Parramatta. Near the 20-metre line. Ball across to his front row partner, Alvaro. There's Mitchell in 7, in there to make his first tackle of the night. Herman Essie. And now Brown. 15 short of the halfway line. Moving okay there. And distributes away to Siosiah Varve. 4 plays down. Norman goes at the line himself. Gets up inside the 40-metre line. Last play, and Mitchell Moses with his opening kick. And there's the first touch for the first gamer, Nick Meaney.
They did well. Nice to get this first touch out of the way as Kenny Dowell throws a dummy on the outside. Nice from Parramatta there, Corey Norman. Heavy involvement in that first set of 6 and took the line on himself, is a good sign. Barnett now.
Good strong tackle there. Michael Jennings involved, Brad Takarangi over on that side of the park as well. Now Essie up over the halfway. Confronted by his opposite number 13 in Nathan Brown. Here's the last, is Pearce. An aerial kick. Plugs it down towards the corner. And the catch is taken. It's Clint Gutherson. The ball sent away now to George Jennings. First penalty of the night. The surging Newcastle defensive line, but they were up inside the 10.
Wiz, earlier if you can, mate. Use Sione.
Yeah, poor penalty there by Sione Matautia. It was a nice kick from Mitchell Pearce. That's the area where the Knights have missed Pearce. Their kicking game has been horrible since he's been out. Brad Fittler.
Thanks, Wiz.
Yeah, they're going to need a good kicking game tonight. There's about a 20-kilometre breeze going from the bottom to the top of screen. It's a westerly. It is absolutely freezing with that breeze, let me tell you. They're saying 12 degrees on the app. Nowhere near it. More like 8.
A bit different to Brisbane a couple of nights ago. There's a great pass. Down the wing now, Jennings infield with a left foot step. He's put down within 14 of the line. Lovely pass. Pinpoint covering 25 metres, and they sweep to the other side of the park now. It's with Nathan Brown. 11 out from the line. Cameron King. And now Mitchell Moses goes himself. Penalty, 3rd tackle.
It's been an excellent start from Parramatta. They look sharp, moving the ball around, both halves, and plenty of touches. An opportunity here to take the 2, but Cameron King's got the football, so it looks like they're going for more. Great ball to put Jennings away down the left-hand side, cut out 3 players. Varve finds Alvaro.
He's inside the 10, just 42 tries to Parramatta's credit so far this year. The least of any team in the competition. They're looking to get the jump out here. They will. Varve. He crashes over.
Yeah, really poor defence here by the Knights. and it's jersey 8, Josh King. He gets himself in an awful position. Here's the bust. Connor Watson defending at centre. No communication on the edge. And just watch Josh King. You see him there next to the referee. He gets himself in and behind Nick Meaney. It is just terrible defence. He almost goes behind his... He does go behind his own men. Should have been a left shoulder tackle. Just got himself in an absolute horrible position on the Harvey Norman replay. And
he's a bit deceptive as well, Varve. He's got a bit of footwork about him. Came off the right foot on that occasion. As Joey points out, the fullback was in front of his front rower.
I could only think Josh King was thinking, I have to look after Nick Meaney, because he just got himself in a position where he could not make a tackle.
Varve's first try of the year.
You see, he went back towards to play the ball and then came off the right foot. Nice bit of footwork from the very big man, and a nice easy conversion for Clint Gutherson in the opening minutes.
Just the ideal start for a struggling Parramatta outfit up here in Newcastle as Gutherson sends the kick over to make it 6-0.
Successful conversion by Parramatta captain Clint Gutherson. Just 5 minutes gone and Parramatta 6 lead the Knights now.
Ken, wait up, mate. Ken. Time your run, guys. Stay on.
Parramatta 6-0. That's an ominous start for Newcastle, who can see 28 points per game on average, and they've leaked one with some poor goal line defence there. Hayne, the man, tackled. The early game that was out at Penrith, the Panthers, after a great performance against the Warriors last week. They couldn't make it back-to-back wins, the Sharks. Just too good there against that young Penrith outfit. The Origin players rested for Penrith, Cleary, Maloney and also Peachy. 24-12, the full-time score. The highlights there at the website, wwos.com.au. Here's Moses, away down to the try scorer, Varve. Well, they're certainly calling on all their depth here, Parramatta. It's a long unavailable list for them, particularly up front with Manu Mahu and Tony Williams and Bo Scott all out of action. So Varve getting a start in the front row. He's had a good start with the try already. And now they look to go back-to-back Norman with a chip over the top. But Kenny Dow was back there to cover.
Yeah, he'd like that one over again, Corey Norman. I think he'd go along the ground. Well, he took it at speed and he had support on his outside. Kenny Dow now bringing the ball forward. The crowd baying for a penalty. They want one from inside the 10. Really like what I'm seeing from the 6 and the 7 for the Eels.
Now Pearce sending it away to Mitch Barnett. Look at that defence, good stuff. Mitchell Moses right in the thick of it with Alvaro. There's Daniel Saifidi, who had his best game of the season in that win back in round 13 for Newcastle. Over 200 running metres on that occasion. Carry back now from George Jennings. Aidan Guerra making the tackle, playing right side back row as opposed to lock forward tonight.
That's the third carry for Jared Hayne. He looks like he's really lightened off. He was quite chunky early in the season. I know, well, there's a lazy pass out of dummy half. Real forward, and rightly so.
Everyone's up. Shot clock on.
He looks very fit, Hayne.
Scrummy's here, guys.
It's George Jennings just throws it way forward to Nuakore.
So there's Hayne.
Front rowers, arms right around, please, Daniel.
Still have found a bit of form since coming back from injury.
Yeah, last game against the Dragons, he was great in the wet. Busted the line a few times, had some really tough runs. Off contract, Jared, looking for a start again next year.
There's a bit of intrigue around where he'll end up again. Levi now, away to Pearce and Barnett. Cameron King in 9, and Michael Jennings there as well. They combine in defence, now Essie. Strong run. Works his way up to the 30-metre line with Nathan Brown there to help as well. Levi to Pearce to Saifidi. Dumped into the ground. Almost in the centre of the field here. 20 metres out. Fourth tackle. Newcastle attacking. Away now to Corey Dennis in 4. Yet to register an NRL win, Corey. His 10th career appearance tonight. Short side, Pearce, Barnett for the line. Stopped 5 metres short of it, and that's the last tackle.
Go through that, come. Leave the ball, please, guys. Just wait, Clint.
He'd love a win in front of his home fans. Corey Dennis hasn't won a game here in Newcastle before. They'd all like it, wouldn't they? Saifidi came rushing up there looking to put a shot on Varve, who stopped on the 20-metre line. Now Brown. He's missed a lot of footy this year as well, his 10th game of the season. Alvaro. Shouted to Nakore in 11, playing on the left-hand side, his 7th game. Took the tackle himself. Now Hayne with another run from dummy half. He's wheeling and he's keen. Here he is, Hayne. Look at that footwork. Hayne now into the backfield. Gives it away to French. Kick back on the open side. Magnificent catch. What about that for a try for Parramatta?
It is time.
That's Mitchell Moses who scored. We'll probably go back and have a look at him in relation to the kick of Jared Hayne. Bevan French, sorry.
Got a try. Just confirming kick chase.
And there was a lot of support there. And Mitchell Moses led the way.
Mitch Moses is the inside kick chase. He's onside.
Well,
is he onside?
Oh.
Well, he's been called onside. He was in line. Got the right bounce. Gets their
Possession is
second
taken
try.
by Mitch Moses, who grounds the ball. We have a decision.
It was tight.
Do they have virtual lines in the bunker? Because looking at that, Angles,
I must admit, looking at it live for the first time, I thought he looked very suspect.
can we pause it when great run from Hayne? Have a look at him pinball around here. And the Harvey Norman replay. Look at the speed and the agility. And a nice pass to Bevan French. And where's Mitchell Moses? He kicks. Well, he's in front. He's dead set in front. You have a look. I think he's a murder in front there.
Well, the crazy thing is the referee is standing right next to him and has the best view. Have a look. Bevan French kicks and Mitchell Moses on the Harvey Norman replay is on the inside. Let's have a look where the referee is. He's alongside him. He's on his shoulder. What do you think, Darren?
Yeah, it was. I think you could say his back leg was onside. Just on Jared Hayne. I mean, he started the season with Parramatta. You see here. I don't know.
What are you watching, Lockie? He's dead set a murder in front.
Well, from here, he looked all right.
Well, didn't take the bunker long to check it off. They only really had one look at it, didn't they? Well, Parramatta back to back, and Gutherson to go 12-0 ahead. Oh, that's a shocker. So it stays at 10-0.
11.5 minutes gone. Parramatta 10, the Knights 0.
Well, Parramatta are flown out of the box here. 10-0 advantage with Varve scoring and Mitchell Moses over, albeit in slightly contentious circumstances. It's a cool night here in Newcastle, but a red-hot start for Parramatta. Alvaro with a run. It's good meterage from him. Well, Brad Arthur's rugged up there in the coach's box as Moses goes away to Takarangi. Now Jennings. Out of dummy half. Oh, the backhanded pass there to Bevan French. He goes without the football. Let's go to Darren's sideline.
Yeah, just to clarify, so both feet need to be behind the ball and the kick. Now, just on that, the NRL, I don't think it'll be next year, but maybe the year after, they're looking at the Hawkeye technology to use for those particular moments in the game.
Corey.
It's Newcastle's first penalty of the night.
Well, they've had no football, Newcastle. A couple of plays down in the opposition 20, but the first 13 minutes has been dominated by Parramatta football in hand. This is a very timely penalty for the home side, as Mitchell Pearce will find touch in the opposing half.
Thanks, Wes. Here's a good kick, isn't it? Finds the line on the 30.
Well, there's a big kick coming at the end of this set if they don't score. They have to get a repeat or some sort of reward from the kick, which is going to come off Mitchell Pearce. So got to build some pressure in the possession there.
Wow. Very lopsided. Levi. Here's Pearce. Engages the line before he goes to Essie. 14 short. Levi will go to the left again. Finds his skipper. He takes them on himself, Mitchell Pearce. Oh, he's twisted around there. Takarangi, the man involved. He's been number 12 tonight. Levi. And now King. They get plenty of numbers around the football. The line is almost within reach here for Newcastle. Pearce with a kick towards the end goal. Oh, it's been lost, and they've got it back and scored. Connor Watson, right on the spot.
Double knock on, first off Para.
And we're going to have a look here as to whether there's a Newcastle player in the collision who touches the football.
Tackle 0. We've got no try. First knock on off Para. Can you please check if the second touch there is off Newcastle?
And it's Connor Watson who's come from the right-hand side of the field, and as Joey pointed out, defending at right centre, but with the football.
The left side kick chase at Newcastle is cleared as onside.
Moves inside Mataudia. Gutherson gets there first, loses it. We can't see from that
Hits him
angle
on
whether
the chin. It does. There's no hand in there. Hits him right in the chin.
Yep.
Mario Fenix stands at home. Claims that one.
So, Matt, that is no knock on off the head.
That's right.
And he's got every right to go on and claim that then.
Falcon.
Unless it touches Clint Gutherson after. Which I don't think
We have
does.
a knock on off Clint Gutherson. We're looking to confirm a double knock on off Newcastle.
We've looked at it 10 times, and you can see the first time that it comes off Connor's chin.
Yeah, they're looking to see whether it comes off his chin and touches.
The only breach at the
Gutherson,
moment is a
but
knock on off Parramatta. The ball contacts Connor Watson's face. There is no breach by Newcastle.
Try. Put down. Well done.
And the ball is grounded by Connor Watson. We have a decision.
Well, it was fortuitous, but it was desperately needed, wasn't it? The Knights get there first, and Connor Watson, the man.
That's a concern for Parramatta. First time Newcastle have really been down there. They've come away with points.
You get the feeling tonight, whichever team can hold the ball and build some pressure is going to score some points. Brad Fittler.
Yeah, what a great kick by Mitchell Pearce. An equally great put down. He didn't even have it in his hand. He sort of had it in his wrist and forearm. But with the speed he put it down, it never left touch of his hand. Great pressure. And awesome put down, Connor Watson. There's a little ex-Roosters combo. Pearce to Watson.
Yes, and they only played together last time as a combination, Brad, back in round 3. Connor injured early in the season, and then Mitchell, of course, with that pec problem, so they're reunited here towards the end of the year.
Yeah, we pointed him out as a try scorer before the game started, and he does get the football over the line. I think there's some conjecture as to what his best position is. I've spoken to plenty of people, good judges, who think he's a fullback, but with Kalen Ponga in the lineup, he'll need to be accommodated elsewhere.
Five in from the sideline. Oh, it's a lovely kick. Straight over. 10 points to 6.
The Newcastle Financial Planning Group, a successful conversion to the Knights. Number 2, Ken Seo.
Just wait for the clock, guys. Moving.
The Knights are on the board, nearing the midway mark of his first half. Para 10, Knights 6. Let's go, Newcastle!
Stay on side.
So the Knights, they get a crucial hit back. They've lost their last 6 matches in succession here at Donald Jones Stadium. Very unlike Newcastle. Guerra with the run. 15 out from his own line. Brown the tackler. Pearce distributing.
Coming out of trouble, they're looking to move the ball to their left, Newcastle, to get at Mitchell Moses. They get the quick play of the ball there. It's the play after.
Now King. Oh, 6 from 6 completion-wise, but they haven't had all that much football, and the football they've had has been in their own half in Newcastle. So to get back to within 4 is a good effort so far. Bevan French. And now Michael Jennings. It's interesting to see him play in reserve grade last week during the bye round.
Yeah. And they had a big win.
Over in New Zealand.
Looks a bit dusty there in back play.
Yeah. Here's Nakure in his rookie NRL season. Boy from New Zealand. Ball's come out of Alvaro's grasp, but it was knocked out by Newcastle, in fact.
Now the ball comes out the back, and Safudi gets in between Alvaro and the player at the back and knocks the ball backwards. And they say play on here, which Safudi will get his big arm in there, knocks it down. But then the second go, when he's falling, he actually knocks it forward. He was able to regather that. That was play on. They've really missed this young man too.
Yeah.
Daniel Safudi, he's the muscle in the pack. Only a young man playing in a real tough position. He's got a big, big future.
Well, his brother Jacob is sidelined with a shoulder problem at the moment, due back in round 24, but good prospects, aren't they, the two Safidi boys? Now Jennings tackled by Corey Dennis. Away for Takarangi. It's as far as Barnett. And Aidan Guerra. Now Brown. He'll gallop to within 32 metres of the Newcastle line here. Oh, penalty for a dodgy play the ball.
Stepped over it.
Well, it's unforgivable. To give away a penalty when you've got the football, that is as bad as it gets.
Oh dear.
There is no attention to detail at all from Nathan Brown there.
Here's the VB index. The hard workers. Daniel Alvaro leading the way ahead of Herman Esiesi.
Okay, mate, that's right.
And CSI Avave. So it's Alvaro getting through the hard yards out there on VB Friday Night Football.
That was terrible. There wasn't even a token effort or gesture to try and put his foot on that ball.
So Newcastle with a chance to really take advantage of that as Pearce links up now. And it's Watson within 22 of the line. Played back to Levi. Away to Mitchell Pearce. He's up to the 20. And he gives the ball away now to a determined running support player. It's Josh King, centre of the field. Away now to Watson, short pass, Buer out there. Oh, good tackle, Hayne. Very good out of the line. Away now to Watson, Matatia overran it. Sends it back towards Pearce. It's the last tackle. It's taken the foot of King. Alvaro's lost it. Newcastle might get it back here.
Backwards off Parramatta, knock on Newcastle. Backwards off Para, knock on Newcastle.
Well, this is another fortuitous call, this one. They had ample opportunity to clean this ball up, Parramatta, and failed to do so again. Pearce tormenting them with the kick through. It hits the foot of Cameron King and of Daniel Alvaro. He gets it, but he loses it backward. Still yet to see the Newcastle knock on.
Oh, there it was.
It just hits the finger of Josh King. Big tackle on that set by Jared Hayne. You look at me going through there. Jamie Buer, I thought he was over. Hayne with a nice tackle.
Yeah, some classy touches and good defensive reading by Hayne that time.
It is. Nice work from Connor Watson. He got Corey Norman to bite. Nice read there. Great tackle, Hayne.
Tim Manners out there now, wearing 15. It's a great crowd here tonight, as it always is. They're averaging 17,000, 18,000 a game up here at McDonald Jones Stadium for a Newcastle team that has been out of form in the last few weeks. That's excellent spirit shown by the locals. There was a forward pass there. Gee, there's lucky a bit of polish here, Parramatta, in the last 10 minutes.
Well, they looked great early and now just starting to lose their discipline. That was just a simple pass from Corey Norman. In fact, the one previous to that could have been called forward as well. That one from Cameron King, but they go for the Norman pass. Again, that just turns a game, doesn't it, Joey? You don't play the ball properly, you throw a forward pass.
Yeah, such a big momentum shift. They're peppering the right side of the Knights. Connor Watson there in number 6, he's actually defending at right centre. And Sione Matatia, who's the centre, he's defending normally the halfward. That's where they're really pumping in that side. Brad Fittler.
It's an absolute pet hate of mine, these forward passes, and the other pet hate is when the player looks up to the scoreboard as Levi takes off and they look over the scoreboard to try to justify it was okay. That's another pet hate.
I think that was justifiable, that one, by anyone's measure. Here goes Jamie Buer. Pearce, he's pulled the strings nicely on his return from injury. Away to Josh King, 15 out from the line. Levi, Pearce, Barnett, Moses there that time, along with Michael Jennings. Good defence, Parramatta, but they're asked another question now as SESC goes towards the line.
Yeah, Parramatta a bit short this side if they run at Newcastle.
And there's plenty of numbers right too. Pearce will put her on the boot instead. Oh, there was a chance there. Matatia stuck the right hand out, but it's gone over the sideline.
They're showing a bit of rust there. Mitchell Pearce.
Here's the 10, please, guys.
Got to get those kicks right. Got to land them right on the spot. Right on that try line or half a metre out. The ball lands on the 10-metre mark. You get in that field position. You can't get that wrong as a kicker.
There's Michael Jennings. Down to the 30, and Gutherson joined in with a run out of dummy half. Gee, good metres by Gutherson. He's nearly up to the halfway there. Carrying the defence with him. Now Moses, he'll kick on the 4th tackle here. Tries to set up a chase for French. And here's a difficult bounce for Nick Meaney, playing his first game, but he just maintained his cool there under a bit of pressure.
Yeah, I think he was called offside there, Bevan French. He pulled up quickly, didn't want to get inside the 10. Give away the penalty as Ken Seo comes in off his wing.
He's their leading try scorer this year, Ken, with 8 for the season. Former Parramatta player.
Another player who went to England and did well in the Super League before coming back into our competition.
Yes, this is an attempt at a 40-20 on 4. He had the angle right, but the bounce wasn't kind. It was kind of Gutherson, though. And he's hit hard here and dragged back inside his own 30. Paying away now to Bevan French. Now Hayne does the work himself, running up the centre of the field to be tackled by Guerra and Jamie Buehler, 2 players with State of Origin experience there. Another questionable ball from Norman. The crowd certainly thought so anyway. And here's Nathan Brown. Put down on tackle 4 on the 40-metre line. Penny Terapo out there. Short side play, Takarangi, French, Bevan French, he chipped over the top. The bounce sits up there for Jennings almost.
Are you okay with Michael Jennings? Yes? Okay.
It was a nice play. They got Penny Terapo
We have a couple of... Yep.
one-on-one with Mitchell Pearce. They got a quick play the ball. They double up the same way. Nice play there from Takarangi. And then a beautiful kick on the inside by Bevan French. Nice play. They found Pearce in the line, won the tackle, double up the same way, and then Bevan French somehow manufactures a kick. Lucky Jamie Buehler was there.
Guys.
Nice play by the Eels.
So Mitchell Pearce taking as long as he can, trying to get some oxygen back into the Newcastle players' lungs here. Not a great restart. Nunna goes 39 metres, and Manna will return. Oh, he's collided there at full pace with Jamie Buehler.
Yeah, they're expecting a sidestep now. He's not going to throw it in. None from Penny Terapo either.
Inside the red zone they are. Cameron King. Well, that's full to Norman. Now to Gutherson, who's taken by Matautia, and there's a knock on.
Yeah, just watching the 2 teams, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, a lot of the energy is with the Newcastle Knights. I was with you, Matt. I thought the pass from dummy half was forward. And then nice defence here. Matautia rushes up. Just knocked the ball free there of Gutherson.
So it's Parramatta 10-6. After 27 and a bit minutes, we'll have Saturday Rugby League on 9 tomorrow as well. The New South Wales Intrust Super Premiership. West Magpies versus Mounties. That's from Campbelltown Stadium at 1 o'clock for New South Wales viewers. And then the Queensland Intrust Super Cup, Redcliffe Dolphins, Burleigh Bears. Good game of footy, that one. From a great ground as well, Dolphins Stadium in Redcliffe. You can catch the action as well at 1 o'clock. Theo put down by Manna. And now the evergreen Hayden Guerra. 12 short of halfway when he's put down there in the tackle. Now big Herman Essie up near the halfway line. Pearce long and again into the corner. Taken by Gutherson. Oh, look at that. He's monster. Good chase, Dennis, there with Barnett. Here's French. Across now to Hayne. Tries to slip out of one. Does that, Jared Hayne. Gee, this is a good effort from Hayne so far tonight. It's the dangerous Jared Hayne that we've been so accustomed to seeing over many years now. French, a metre short of halfway. Well, they're 12 from 12, Newcastle. That's good discipline as Terapo's put down. 15 metres inside Newcastle's short side. Takarangi out the back. Oh, Moses.
Yeah, they went for one of their pet plays, which is pass to the first receiver, and then a decoy goes through, and Moses or Norman comes around, sweeps around, This was done on the last tackle. See Brad Takarangi.
Well, it was done from a too short a field position.
Yeah,
you can't be doing it on that short side. And then on the last play, it just gets Mitchell Moses in an awful position to kick. They outsmarted himself there.
Bureau, second receiver, up within 11 of the halfway. Meant to ask you too, Pete, the news of Blake Ferguson coming to Parramatta for next season. Taking the place, I guess, of Semi Radradra, if you like, even though Semi hasn't been here this year.
Well, he's been very good this year, hasn't he? Leading getter in the competition. He's been very strong, and obviously would have been in some origin contention on what he's shown as Newcastle come up with an error.
What Parramatta's missed this year especially is that big winger like Semi Radradra getting those sets rolling forward. I think that's why they bought Blake Ferguson. Have that real presence. Here he goes. This ball comes out the back. Connor Watson spills his lollies. First incomplete set by the Newcastle Knights.
That's Cameron King down receiving some attention. Just got a poke in the eye. They don't carry a second dummy half, Parramatta.
Well, they would probably use Will Smith in that role, but he is another one of the sideline brigade for Parramatta with a hamstring problem at the moment.
He gets himself.
Oh, what?
Swinging that left arm around, he's made contact with his eye, right eye.
Oh. Well, that's got to be a first.
Is that a scene of Dumb and Dumber? Doesn't Lloyd Christmas do that to himself on Dumb and Dumber?
I haven't watched that movie for a while, Andrew.
There's Kaiser Pritchard. He was named in the 21.
How many times would you have watched Dumb and Dumber?
I see it every Saturday night. Starring role. My brother, he was captain, coach, starring role, writer, producer, director.
Here's Brown. Some room to move here to Parramatta. They go to the right. And Norman evades one attempted tackle. Tries to go again. They claim him within 26 metres of the line. His 100th appearance for Parramatta tonight, Corey. It's an errant ball. They lose a bit of momentum there as Gutherson goes back to pick it up.
Well, that's 2 in a row from Nathan Brown. Well, he hasn't found the mark properly. Last tackle now against Parramatta. Mitchell Moses goes high down the short side.
Haynes chasing. Up he goes, Nick Meaney, well done. Takes an important ball there, 5 out from his own line. Now Kenny Dowell. There's that tactic of shifting deep in their own half. It comes to Chris Hyington.
They're looking to find Mitchell Moses, who's defending on the right side, but they've got him hiding on the wing at the moment.
Levi with a run from dummy half. He's certainly quick, isn't he? Sets off there, picks up 10 metres. Meaney does the dummy half work. Pearce from his own 40-metre line. Bangs it down the centre of the field. Oh, Gutherson and George Jennings almost made a meal of that. And there goes Daniel Saifidi leading the kick chase. Puts a good shot on Gutherson there. Now Jennings, Dennis with the legs tackle. Takarangi, oh, Mitchell Moses put it down.
Well, a great opportunity here for Newcastle. After getting blown away early, a couple of quick tries from Parramatta. There's a chance here that they can maybe go in to the sheds in front at half-time. They can take advantage of this scrum. 38 metres out. looking sharp with the football now, the Knights.
Come forward, guys. Danny.
Mitchell Pearce slotted back in beautifully.
Come on, guys. The clock is going. Michael, get your arms around. Clint. Not early, just wait for this pitch. Clint, get your heads in, mitts in. Scrum clock is off, get your head in. Heady down. Ball in. Out.
So a genuine chance here for the Knights. Within 6.5 of the break. Off a Moses knock on.
He moves nice. Beautiful end. Floating across field. Fresh face. Look at, it's about 15.
Short ball there from Pearce. And he picks up Saifidi. That's where they're positioned. Ball comes away up the back. Pearce through the hands. Here he is, the young man, Mick Meaney. Love a try in his first game. 4 short of the line. With half-time looming, this is a really important phase. This as Daniel Saifidi goes for the line. Held up underneath the black dot. Look at the Parramatta players right around him.
Cross the line here.
He's over the line, so we'll come back for a play the ball on the 10 metres with 1 tackle left.
Last one. Wait. Last one. It's last. Tony, go.
Pearce will kick. Chipping it up. Wants a runner. Good take. George Jennings gets up in the air and diffuses it. Now Hayne, nowhere to go for Jarrett.
Yeah, but he did well. He was up high and realised if he stayed up high, he'd go back into the in-goal area. So he got down. Jennings spins out of another tackle.
I tell you, Daniel Saifidi was trying to rattle up a few of these Parramatta players at the moment. He's rushing up.
That's 4 gone, 15 out.
Oh, no. They've knocked on again here, Parramatta. What has happened there?
Well, put that error down to Daniel Saifidi. He flew out of the line, missed, but inspired his teammates. The next 2 plays, they got on the back of that energy from Saifidi, and they were flying off the line. Here he is, Saifidi, flies up, doesn't get the tackle, but the error there was forced. He's had a big game, this young man. I've got a huge rap on him.
Well, I've no idea who Clint Gutherson was throwing that ball to.
Maybe at the corner of his eye you can see Daniel Saifidi coming. Big blindside here for Newcastle. They've got Corey Dennis on the left side. If they can find him, Mitchell Pearce with a flat, quick ball.
And they go to the blind, and Dennis with a palm on Mitchell Moses. He's inside the 10. You get the sense this is a very important period in this game. Guerra with a run, breaks inside the 10 metres. Manna wrapping him up. They come to the right-hand side. Pearce away. Guerra nowhere to go there. Tackled well by Corey Norman with help around the legs from Terapo. Third play. Levi, short ball. They try the power play. Instead, they come out the back now off an offload. Mataudia for the corner. Kenny Dow, yes. Sean Kenny Dow with a great try for Newcastle. Sustained football down Parramatta's end of the ground, and they get the try to lock us up at 10-all.
And a change of angle at the ruck. Danny Levi will come out and hit Daniel Saifidi. Just with a change of angles. Saifidi on the Harvey Norman replay, tracks 4, pops one out the back. Meaney does well here, just throws it out the back, bit of a speculator. Sione Mataudia on the outside finds Kenny Dow, and he crashes over in the corner. Big try for the Knights.
Darren Lockyer.
Yeah, I reckon Meaney, he sort of looks out there and he goes, well, where's me centre Mataudia? And then he just sort of hangs it up out there in the breeze. And oh, look, it was a great pass. Meaney, but you see here, comes around the back. Matautia is starting to follow the football. He looks out and goes, where is he? Just sort of hangs it out in the breeze, and then Kenny Dow, he doesn't miss too many from there. Just what they needed on the stroke of half-time, the Knights.
Yeah, it's so hard to break down defences on that try line where they have one marker and the fullback in the line. That's the way to attack. Change the angle. Try to get an offload just to scatter the defence.
And those are the moments that Parramatta have been poor in all year. We saw it late against the Dragons. Coming into half-time here, such a crucial period of the game. And so Saifidi attracting 4 defenders there, just put the whole defensive line in disarray. Jennings and Hayne came in to try and stop the football, unable to do so. And there's a view of Kensio, who hit his first conversion absolutely perfectly.
Well, a chance for the Knights to hit the front after trailing 10-0 with very little football in the early parts of this half. A 12-10 lead would be a great result. He's hit this one nicely, but it swings away with the breeze. We're locked up at 10 apiece.
Inside the final 2 minutes of this first half, and we are all tied up. The NIB Newcastle Knights 10, the Parramatta Eels 10.
Hold up, Bevan. Time you run.
Well, great fight back for the Knights. They looked like they were off the pace early. Oh, have I mocked him here? The ball's gone back. It was Nick Meaney in his first game, and he got a stroke of beginner's luck there. Daniel Saifidi, straight and hard.
What a game he's had.
Oh, what's happening there? What was that?
Slow. Behind him, Aiden. Slow. We communicate like you do, right?
Well, the last 20 minutes of the first half of Parramatta very different to the opening 20. Really poor errors. Play the ball infringement, drop ball in their own line. They need to start fighting fire with fire.
So Levi, second receiver that time, and the ball away to Mitch Barnett. Good game of footy, this one. Fascinating contest at 10 points all. And Connor Watson tackled inside Parramatta's half. Oh, pressure there from marker. It was Hayne who forced the initial mistake from Newcastle. It's a double knock on, but Parramatta will get a scrum feed.
It was onside, guys.
Hayne from marker plays at the arm of Matauti. As he's trying to pass it, Hayne will pull and knock the arm. So he knocks at the right arm there, and the ball comes free. That's legal. And smart play by Hayne. There's a couple of Falcons. Mario Fenix doing somersaults at home. There's been 3 Falcons already. It's smart play by Hayne because he doesn't get his hand near the ball. He plays at the arm.
Okay, arms around it, Pat, please. Down, Aiden. Daniel. Jamie in.
So they rushed in to form that scrum and stop the clock here, Parramatta, and 20 seconds left. They're going to kick early. Now French, we know he can fly. This kick will come close to sitting up in the end goal. French leading the way, nearly got a hand on that.
Hey, what do you got? Now Kensio has saved the day here. It was a great ploy, and you saw just how quick Bevan French is. The opposing winger had a 10-metre start, and he rounded him up. CO sees French come on the shoulder and just does enough.
Gee, that kick was impeccably weighted. The interference there, all fair and part of the play. 10 all, Brad Fittler.
Hey, good.
Did you get scared? Just how many he scored.
Yeah, there's a bit of a worry there. Weren't expecting an error, but decent half a footy. We're running into the wind there, and there's a few errors, so hopefully a big second half.
Have you missed it?
Yeah, I've been a bit agitated, so
I couldn't imagine
what we love.
Good to see you.
Thanks, Fred.
Good on you, Mitch. He hasn't looked like he wouldn't blow out a candle there, Mitchell Pearce. He's looks fit and ready to go. Half-time here on the Wild Sports. We're locked together at 10 points all here at McDonald Jones Stadium in Newcastle. It was Parramatta with the opening 2 tries, but the Knights have responded with Watson and Kenny Dow. Getting us back to the 10-all headlock as the star of the first half, Daniel Saifidi, picks up where he left off. Now Sean Kenny Dow. Chris Hyington, 300 gamer, goes beyond the 30. In the centre of the park here, Cameron King, the tackler. Dubious ball from dummy half a game. Barnett has it. He's up within 9 metres of the halfway. Cold conditions here in Newcastle tonight. The Winter Lurgies Claimed me as a victim as well. High kick here. The catch there by Gutherson at the back. And Levi leading the chase along with Nick Meaney, who's been good in his first game, Andrew.
Yeah, he has, hasn't he? Moves beautiful across the ground. Really impressed with him.
Kalen Ponga still 3-4 weeks away with a hamstring.
Well, the bad news for Newcastle, he's off to Canterbury next season.
3 years. Although they've got a couple of handy replacements coming with Jesse Ramey and an Edric Lee.
Well, Mitchell Pearce has just been steamrolled, lost his boot.
He's pushed them one down in the line here. Attacker Rangi.
But he's watching the way he's running. He's winded. Went into the tackle really upright. Here's the replay. Goes in really upright and just gets Penny Terapo's bumper bars right in the sternum.
It's fair contact when the boot comes off. Knocked him out of his boot.
I might go down to Brad Fittler. I was noticing the flags at half-time blowing. Is that wind picked up?
Yeah, it hasn't. If anything, it's changed a little bit to support the Knights. So they've got a bit of luck with the wind. It was pretty much westerly. And have a look at this kick by Mitchell Pearce. And the bouncers held it up perfectly.
Brilliant.
Yeah, with his experience and his kicking game, they can make it really hard for the Parramatta team tonight, the second half.
And just watching some of these Parramatta players come back on side. Notice in the first half, some of their forwards seem still coming back on side. Two players still not behind the ball. We're only 2.5 minutes into the second half. Mitchell Pearce can control this game with his kicking game. They're going to have to rely on their outside backs to get them out of trouble, Parramatta.
There's a good run. Gower. 7 short of the halfway. Moses now stabs one into the corner. 2 bouncers. And Meaney covering the turf. They picked up a couple of the young Newcastle players, the Bulldogs, along with Meaney. Jack Potter will head to Canterbury as well next year. Ample experience, Sean Kenny Dow. Quick play the ball. And Levi can run here with a one-handed pickup. Away now to Mitch Barnett, couple short of the halfway. Now, the first game of Meaney nearly splits them up the centre. Go again here. Nick Meaney up to the 20. Payne brought him down on tackle number 5. Now Pearce decides to go through the hands. Dennis with a kick. Oh, well done. Bevan French with the catch. Hang on, he's bundled out.
It's a beautiful tackle here by Mitch Barnett. He gets Bevan French and he'll hit him and hold him up. Decided to run the ball in the last here. Knights, the ball come wide. Corey Dennis will kick. Bevan French, beautiful. Gets the ball and watch. Barnett will hit him and hold him. And then Mitchell Pearce will come across and help Mitch Barnett throw him out. Only a small man, Bevan French. Barnett holds him up and they're ragdolling towards the sideline. Big play. Big play.
Well, both teams had gone set for set until that moment there. He's looking to get the advantage early in the second half. Newcastle have done that through forcing the error. Connor Watson from the scrum win, throws the dummy.
Yeah, up to the 10 here.
We've got Hayne on his backside slow up.
The crowd baying for the referees. The penalty there. Bura breaks into the 10. He'll play it quickly. Levi with a scamper. Pearce now, short ball. Barnett up against Mitchell Moses. He gets within a couple of metres of the line. There's the penalty they wanted. Now they face a decision here. Do you take the 2 and hit the front, or do you keep piling it on?
On the line.
Take the 2.
On the line, Corey! What are we doing? Right on, G. Hold, guys.
They're having a long, hard think. No, they're going to brush the 2, and they're going to go for 4 and maybe 6. Barnett tackle to the left-hand side of the post within 5 of the line. Levi sends it away. Pierce now. Buildup. 3 metres short. Norman the tackler. Here's Levi. Hyington. Pierce will score. Mitchell Pearce gallops onto a short pass. Welcome back, Mitch.
Yeah, and Brad Takarangi made the passage for him much easier by coming flying in instead of staying square. And by coming in, an offload or a pass into the path of Mitchell Pearce made it very easy. Look at the number 12 come flying in on the Harvey Norman replay, and that just opened up the hole.
Really
Yeah, it was a great pass by Heinington too. He just, that's what you want from your half-back close to the line there, pushing up with your forwards, but great work Mitchell Pearce, but equally it was a great ball here. You'll see it well from Heinington, just quick hands for a big man, that silky touch. Well done Mitchell Pearce, he's played well tonight.
It's a really brave line from Mitchell Pearce. Sees the space. And look at him, hits it straight as a gun barrel. Nice play all around there.
Yeah,
they look in trouble, Parramatta.
Mitch Barnett can take credit for that one, forcing the first error of the second half, putting Bevan French over the sideline with the help of Pearce. And they hit the lead for the first time tonight. Brad Fiddler.
Well, the decision by Takarangi was so early. You could see Mitchell Pearce, he spotted it really early. So Takarangi starts coming in now. Look at Mitchell, yeah, gotcha. Yeah, poor defence, but just really good vision from Mitchell to see Takarangi come out of the line and change it from a spread to just pushing up with his forward. As Kenseo should make this 16. 7.5 minutes into the second half.
And it'll be 16 unanswered points as well. He does that, Ken, at 16-10.
Just wait, Bevan. It's on your run.
So Bevan French resumes. They've scored 3 tries in succession here. Watson, Kenny Dowell before half-time, and Pearce, Pearce going back, gets across.
Mate, you mentioned Jared Hayne. There's conjecture as to what he will do next year. Well, we also heard that there's maybe 10 spots that are going to be opened up in regards to positions at the Eels next year as Levi makes a great run. Big winners now for Barnett. Plenty of players in the blue and gold playing for contracts, playing for their future. Not doing themselves any favours at the moment again.
The try scorer Pearce linking up with Watson away to Buildup. Now Matautia gives the ball away. Floated to Kenny Dowell. He's cut down there right against the sideline to Corey the tackler. Pearce on 5. Sends it up into the air. Moses gets back there to do the mop-up work.
We've got Jamie Burer down in the background there, back towards halfway as again Newcastle look to muscle up. No, he's up now. And the chant goes around the stadium once again.
There's Gutherson. Geez, good out of his own end, isn't he? 15 metres a game that time for Clint. Another one goes to ground. That's about the third time in the match that they've mucked it up out of dummy half. Spiralling kick from Moses. It goes down to Kenny Dowell, who will run back near the halfway.
Well, on other occasions it hasn't been the dummy half. That time it was Cameron King. last tackle, you've got to find your kicker.
There's Kensio. Now Chris Hyington. See Tepai Maroa getting ready on the Eels bench. He's coming back from suspension tonight for a dangerous tackle on Chris Hyington last time they met in round 13. Bureau's dummy half. Pearce's second receiver this time. Goes at the line again, can't get through. Manor there, along with King. They bring him to ground. 16 short, almost in the centre of the field. Left to Meaney. Now to Barnett. Little short pass away to Corey Dennis. Can't evade Michael Jennings. It'll be a changeover.
Wait, hold there, Aiden. Hold there, guys. Head Daniel.
Michael Jennings takes the first carry up, and again gang tackled there. Very bunched Parramatta, no width at all, so the opposition can jam up defensively.
And there's an illustration of that combination of Hyington and Guerra shoving monster player back. Now Safidi throwing himself into his work again. 4 tackles gone now, and Takarangi's barely at the 30.
That's a better run from Tepai Maroa.
Here's Norman now with a high one. Meaney, the fullback, sets himself under it, gets back to the 30-metre line. And Manor there in defence.
Really safe under that high ball then. Meaney, that ball was floating. Didn't look flustered at all. Played in the opposition 20 there, so the Knights winning field position.
Oh, Kenny Dowell hit hard.
Yeah, that's near Corey again. He's been very good tonight for Parramatta, although he's turned his back here. Levi has seen it. Hasn't had to break the big number 11. The last tackle now against the Knights, Mitchell Pearce. Goes high.
Corey Dennis is the man he wants. He gets a couple of checks there, but it was all fair. French with the catch. He's put to ground 6 out from his own line. Now let's have a look at this surging Newcastle defence again. They're rushing up with line speed.
Well, they can do. Look at Parramatta. How bunched they are.
Manor with a tough run. Picks up about 7 metres and he gets back to his 20. Tepai Maroa. The fresh man out there now for Brad Arthur. Now Terapo. He's got him around the legs. There's Manor with the trainer in back play. There's Norman, left foot kick. Oh, Meaney again on the fly that time. Mitchell Pearce gingerly finding his way back. Dennis within 5 of the halfway. George Jennings, Sean Kenny-Dowell, 2 wingers leading the meterage tonight. Barnett, Cliff Gutherson and Jared Hayne there as well, more prominent. Short side. In fact, Levi switches there at the last minute. Back to Hyington. He's back slammed into the turf. The crowd thought maybe unfairly there, but the referee was happy enough with a good strong tackle. Pearce on the last. Sends it up across the field. Now it's taken a Newcastle hand. And Gutherson will mop up.
If they keep this up, Newcastle staying in the arm wrestle, but keeping their discipline.
Now Hayne steps inside. Hayne now up to the 40. Meaney gets him. No, he doesn't. Corey Norman now. Norman's going to scoot away and score here. Corey Norman off Jared Hayne's work, backing up. Travels 50 metres and gets his team back within a couple.
Yeah, you've got to say it's against the run of play. Newcastle defensively were great down the centre of the field, but 2 on 2, and you could see a little bit of space on the outside for Jared Hayne. Kenny Dowell a long way off the sideline, just gave him enough room to operate in, and that fend of his gets rid of 2. Then it comes to Meaney, swaps the ball, swaps it again, and Corey Norman hits the hole beautifully. Bevan French flying up on his inside. Meaney and Guerra doing their best. They keep him out wide, but Jared Hayne has set it up beautifully, Brad Fittler.
Yeah, you're right. You just see Jared, he sort of just lost that little bit of pace where a surge in the old days, he just would have went down that sideline, whacked the palm out. But had enough now just to pop in, beat 3 or 4 tackles, takes on Meaney back on the inside, then he hears the familiar sound of Corey Norman. He's got a 60-metre dash. I thought Corey could have mostly brought it around further under the post here. It'd be interesting if he gets his goal or not. But they're back in the game, 16-14, kick to come.
Yeah, just watch the transferal of the ball for Jared Hayne. It's lovely to watch as to which hand he or arm he needs to carry it in for whatever the situation's about to present. He goes down, comes back on the inside. It's in now, a swap ball there, and then he'll go back on the inside, swap it again, get it in the right position to pass, and that's all in the space of a second or two and 15 metres.
So Corey Norman with a try to mark his 100th appearance in Parramatta colours tonight.
If it comes down to goal ticking, Matt, Parramatta are in trouble. They're the only side kicking under 70% this year.
Well, this is an important one for Clint Gutherson to bring us back to a 16-all deadlock. That's a better effort. We're on par. So once again, we find ourselves locked up at 16 apiece this time. And Hayne might be one of his better games of the year. Ken Seo resumes hostilities, long kickoff. And that try for Corey Norman, importantly, breaks a sequence of 3 consecutive 4-pointers for Newcastle. So the Eels trying to claw their way back. Nakore playing the ball. Oh, good. Fitside Feedy again. There's Lillyman there as well. His first appearance of the evening. Brown tackle on the 30 now. Hayne into dummy half. Finches 10 metres on the last tackle now. King away to Mitchell Moses, who drives one flat down the ground. Nick Meaney with a one-handed retrieval. In front of a wall of blue and gold jerseys. They still pick some extra metres there, though, over on that far side of the ground. Now Kenny Dow backs up and runs up near the halfway. Hayne around the legs. Matautia dummy half, taken to Lillyman. He's already been opened up there, Jake. He was only been out there for a minute or so. Now Barnett, who's looking for Mitchell Moses in the defensive line. Pearce for Corey Dennis. 15 out. Even a bit less now as he picks some extra metres. Away to Pearce, he's under pressure. And he puts a kick over the top that was really good in the circumstances. And Corey Norman might battle to get this sack. He won't get it back.
Yeah, it was a great kick. Corey Norman complaining there to his winger, George Jennings. He wanted him to hold the sideline so he could get a pass in his own end goal. So he's saying there, stay left. Pearce, beautiful kick. Corey Norman catches the ball on in his own goal line. And then Jennings comes in. See if he holds the paint there. Jumps from the field of play into his own end goal.
Oh, what was that?
Oh dear. What happened there?
It was almost Noel Clear, Sydney Cricket Ground.
from that shocking restart. He's within 8 metres of the line.
Big line set this way, but they go the other side to Buildup.
A metre out. Terapo making the tackle.
Got Barnett at Moses again.
Pearce turns it inside. Safidi will be hard to hold here. The big fella, look at him go. Safidi a metre out. They're barely clinging on now, Parramatta. A bouncing ball from dummy half. Watson back to the open side. He's got Pearce there. He'll go himself, Connor Watson. Oh, ball's come out. And it's a penalty call.
Two-winner, knocked it down. Cameron's left the ball then, no? Yep.
And the call from the sideline. Take the two, boys. Give us an advantage.
Two-winner, ball knocked down, strip.
Who's gone for the offload?
Made the ruling clean.
Mitchell Pearce taking some time to confirm the decision. They will take the two. We'll take a break.
Yep. We'll have a look. Got you, mate, thanks.
20 seconds.
So Newcastle to go 2 points ahead again in a match which has swung in momentum and in scoreline. Here's the restart. He's topped it, Pete.
Yeah, we've seen some short kickoffs this year, but that was an unplanned one, and that's Nathan Brown able to rake the football out with two in the tackle.
From right in front, CO to put Newcastle ahead again. He's able to do that, and as we approach the hour mark, Newcastle 18, Parramatta 16. There's Aidan Guerra sideline. Speaking of one of the assistants, he's our hardest worker, according to the VB index tonight so far, with teammates Mitch Barnett and Daniel Saifidi not far behind.
Stay on side, guys.
So Newcastle hoping to break a streak of 6 consecutive home losses. They've got a 2-point buffer. And Josh King's back out there.
Well, I don't recall Parramatta having one away from home this season. And that's 8 away trips. They did win in Darwin, but that was a
home game in
home
Darwin.
game.
Long way for Parramatta. Here is Daniel Saifidi. Wrapped up by Manor around the legs of Nathan Brown. Assist as well, now Lillyman. Barnett up to the halfway and beyond it. Brown brings him down in the tackle. Now Pearce. Oh, wow, how high is that? Here's a test for Gutherson at the back, and he passes well. Bevan French. Jacob Lillyman with some blood there in the cut in the left eye. Play back by Jennings. Lea Corey. And just his 7th NRL appearance this young man. Highly regarded forward in the club, only in his early 20s. Big future in the game ahead as Moses stabs one into the corner. A couple of bouncers sitting up for Meaney. We'll go to Ken CO. Oh, Maroa down there. Good tackle from him. There's Corey Dennis shoved back. Nathan Ross on the bench tonight for Newcastle too. Looking to come back from injury, hasn't been seen so far. Possession certainly swung around there in the second half. in contrast to what we saw in the early stages here. As Pearce loops it away. Well, Matauti with a juggle, but took it. 4 tries in his last 4 games against Parramatta for Sione. Pearce on the last tackle, goes for a run. Stabs a kick in the air. Dennis is chasing, so's Barnett, but French is there to take the high ball. Oh, hang on, he's being barreled back here. He's a metre out from his own line. Clint Gutherson stealing 10 metres. French with a run this time. This has turned into quite the arm wrestle this game, hasn't it?
Now the Eels need to work hard, try and force a penalty. Maybe get a couple more passes. So just run out like that from Tim Manor and gang tackle, slow play the ball.
5th and last. Norman. Find some vacant land there, a couple of bounces. And Nick Meaney in jumper 1 for Newcastle, running back to within 18 of the halfway line. He's up near 100 running metres in his first appearance in the NRL. Nick Meaney, the fullback for the Knights. Let's go to Darren's sideline.
Well, that was a good kick by Corey Norman, but I think the difference between the two teams right now is that man there, Mitchell Pearce, in his kicking game. He's just getting the ball down the other end of the try line and making the Eels have to work hard, get off the coming out of their end. It's been a really good display.
Oh, chance there. The ball went forward, I think, from Pearce to SCSC, but it wasn't handled anyway.
We've got a problem out here for Cameron King, has stayed down. Trying to get to his feet as Michael Jennings plays the football. Just a contact injury there.
Norman playing at the back. Gutherson taken by Matautia and Bura. Forward ball from dummy half. The crowd certainly thought that anyway. It was definitely marginal. And Hayne gets up to the 20-metre line. Away from Norman, now to Mitchell Moses. Barbe's back out there in 10. He'll crash his way up near the 10-metre line. Final play. Parramatta now on the march. Norman with a stab kick to the in goal of the youngster. Meaney's lost the ball.
Knocked it on, then grounded by Newcastle. Goal line.
That's a good finish there from Corey Norman, who swept around, came from left to right. Summed up the situation. The pass wasn't on. Gets it on the ground. Young Meaney unable to clean that up on the run. Great chance now for Parramatta. Here he comes. Norman left to right. Looks on his outside. Jennings and Maroa chasing through.
Just see Mitchell Pearce on the try line. Getting cramp in his calves. You can imagine his body's not up to this match fitness. It's been great tonight, Mitchell Pearce. Just control the game with his kicking game. And it's freed Connor Watson up. Connor Watson's played the best game of the year because all he has to worry about is running the ball. With the burden of steering the team around, Connor's struggled while Mitchell Pearce has been out. But with Mitchell back, Connor's had a great game.
Hasn't missed a beat, has he, Mitchell Pearce? And this is where they've missed him in games this year, coming into the final minutes, tight score lines. You need someone to guide you home. He's been the man for Newcastle earlier this season. Cameron King still getting...
Why do we have to stop the game?
We don't.
Well, this is an advantage for Newcastle. If he wants to get strapped, let him get strapped on the sideline. Well, let him get strapped there and let the play on. This has been a 2-minute wait, and
it's ridiculous.
It is just out of this. Well, the game has been a real arm wrestle this second half, and it's given both teams around 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to get their energy back.
One bounce. And the return here from Barbe. Now Alvaro Two big bookends with the first two runs in this set. Centre of McDonald Jones Stadium here. Parramatta poised, 15 out from the line. We're up to the 10 now. It's Nathan Brown, the man, dragged down by Sione Matautia.
Corey Norman pulling all the strings.
Goes to Alvaro this time. That's the 10-metre line. This is Cameron King. This is Norman again. Now to Tepai Moroa. Tackled by Barnett there, right around the waist. Couple out from the line. Here's the last tackle. Moses, he'll go to Corey Norman. He wants the in goal. How about that? Brilliant, Matautia, and he gives the pass away. Watson now streaks away upfield. Finds his way to the halfway. Moses comes across and makes an important tackle, but the hands from Matautia were amazing.
Just got to let it go.
Pearce spirals it away, one bounce, and it's just allowed Parramatta half a second to get organised in defence. Dennis plays it on the 20, away through Pearce. And Esiesi hit hard by Barbe. 12 metres out from the line.
Oh, this is lazy.
Oh, they can't have done it again.
Yeah,
wow.
Herman Esiesi will get up and play the ball sideways.
Played the ball facing over there. Played the ball facing over there, mate.
Just facing sideways. Oh. Nathan Brown has just fallen over in the coaching box. Yeah, Sione Matautia. Have a look at the hands here.
Oh.
Sensational. Like at first slip. And then a nice offload. Connor Watson. I thought he was away here, Connor. Mitchell Moses with a fantastic chase.
Here, please, Michael. Here.
Holding.
You heard the contact there on Alvaro. King with Esiesi leading the way in defence. Out of Moroa. Tries to power his way up to the halfway. Cameron King, a lot of defensive work tonight. I think Corey the same. And broken the 40 tackle mark. Here's a quick play the ball and King goes to work. Out to Moses. Now to Corey Norman. Now what can Jared Hayne do? In and away. Leaves Watson behind. Hayne now up to the 10. Hayne inside the 10. Oh, that was brilliant by Jared Hayne. Now George Jennings will try his luck. Oh, look at that. He had the ball suspended in midair above the goal line. Hayne away through Corey Norman. Now Mitchell Moses. Kick to the air. Bevan French is waiting for it. Oh, he flew high. Gives it away. It's touched by Newcastle and over the sideline.
Change over.
Oh, they really can't. Doesn't get a hand on this one. Bevan French will climb and flicks the ball out. And I'm sure Ken Seo, he'll see Bevan French goes up, flicks the ball out. Where's Ken Seo? We can't see on that angle, but I'm sure he touched that ball. Well, there's a hometown decision. It's Jared Hayne on the left side, just absolutely schooled him.
Here's turning it to Big Herman Esiesi. Pearce is going to kick on the 4th. From inside the 40. It's good distance, but Jefferson covers the turf, takes the mark back to the 30-metre line. He's tackled by Barnett. Oh, he got an offload away. A very late one. And Michael Jennings runs across the park. Put down by Watson. Alvaro. 3-man tackle with Guerra in there with Josh King. They've gone over the halfway line. Moses an inside pass to Nathan Brown. Final 10 minutes of the game here. VB Friday Night Football from Newcastle. It's the Knights with a 2-point lead. A chance for Gutherson out of dummy half. It's the last tackle. Oh dear. desperate pass out the back.
Well, the pass was on his outside, going at the line. Instead of showing the dummy on that occasion, the pass is a better option. We've got
Matautia in back play. He's had a history of head knocks. Fingers crossed he's okay.
Well, there's some genuine concern being shown by the trainer here.
Well, some concern last year. There was talk of
Tackle 4.
Of even early retirement.
Trying to put his hand up, guys.
Because of
Tackle 4.
repeated concussions.
Yeah, this is one occasion we don't mind a stoppage. The trainer has put his hand up. Sione has had a real problem with concussions for a while now, as Joey points out. That's where the pass should have been delivered to Moses, who had support on his outside, if he could have kept his arms free. A few players struggling with cramp out there. Corey Dennis, Danny Levi, both down stretching.
Well, we're going to have another go at strapping up Cameron King's knee. Let's go to Brad touchline.
They're cramping because they're cold. It was interesting 2 weeks ago. The Parramatta side were 10 points ahead of the Dragons with 9 minutes to go. You wonder how much they learned. You definitely think they've got to get over to Jared Hayne again. He's having an absolute blinder down that eastern side of the footy field.
Yeah, the other,
he's in no good shape.
The other match winner is Bevan French. They can get him involved as well. Back through with some footwork against some tiring bigger men.
Yeah, the impact happened with the tackle. I think it was on Mitchell Moses, who was supporting through the line. And Gutherson went out of dummy half. And you'll see he'll come in here and then he'll swing around and Mitchell Moses will land on top of the head here and drive the head into the ground.
Oh dear.
He's in good hands.
This means a reshuffle defensively. At the moment, Jamie Buer is pushed out. Nathan Ross is the obvious option to be part of that shuffle. And we'll see what Nathan Brown does as we come into the final 10 minutes of this game. Fourth tackle against Newcastle. There's Ross.
So Nathan Ross will go to the wing. Kenny Dow will go into the centres.
There's some encouragement for Sione Matautia from the Newcastle crowd. And as Andrew points out, he's had a run of bad head knocks, Sione Matautia, and we wish him all the very best. There's nothing will keep him out of the game for a prolonged period of time. He's the youngest man to represent the Kangaroos, Sione Matautia. Here's his kick. He's taken a check. It wasn't played at last tackle. It'll be a changeover.
Well, it is Nathan Ross will be marking up against Jared Hayne. He's just slotted into that right centre position. He's really impressive, this young man. And here, Corey.
Here's a pass to Alvaro, nearly in the clear. Dropped down on the 40-metre line. King rushes in the dummy half. Gives it away to Moses. Now to Tepai Maroa. That was a good tackle around the legs there by Barnett. He was half through the hole there. Moses out the back to Gorman. The ball's pushed down.
Yeah, Blake, I just gave a rap to, unfortunately. His first error of the game. It's an untimely one. Hold it. Try to open up there with Nathan Ross coming up quickly on the outside. Corey Norman saw that.
But look at what's coming up here on Nine's Wide World of Sports. Looking forward to this one. Dragons v Tigers from Jubilee at Cogra. They'll pack them in there.
Benji back.
Yep. Named to return at 5/8.
Nothaluma back. Martellino back. The Tigers.
I wonder what will happen there with the big origin contingent for the Dragons. Eels Bulldogs, my apologies, next Thursday. That's at ANZ. And 7 days' time, we're at Suncorp. What looms is a very important game, this one. Broncos v Panthers.
Newcastle looking to wrap this up, but no, they've made an error.
Well, he's looking for a miracle offload here. SCSC.
Okay, everyone is up.
This is where just take your 10 metres, find the ground. You see looking to offload. This is where Mitchell Pearce has to stand up. Just rally his forwards. Needs to tell them what they need to do. Just get forward, play the ball quick, and let him control this game with his boot. Kick the ball. Kick it long, turn Parramatta around. At the moment, they don't need to chase points, Newcastle.
So Moroa with another typically direct and hard run. Jennings carries it up to the halfway. Time is ticking away now on the clock. 6 minutes left. Daniel Alvaro's really hit hard that time. And he offloads late too to suck in some defenders. They can shift here, Parramatta. It's with Gutherson. Gutherson with a left foot step. 31 metres out from the line. Bureau the tackler. Now Barbe breaks into the red zone. Cameron King, Mitchell Moses, Nathan Brown. In the middle of the field, last tackle coming. It comes to Norman. Looks to play short. He didn't really have anyone there. He's wrapped up on the last.
Leave the ball, please, Corey.
Well, it's great defence there from Newcastle on their on their edge. Jammed up, gave Norman no options.
Let's go, holding, don't block. Go.
And a handover in the final 5 minutes. Newcastle now ready for a complete set to get to their kick.
Well, here's Daniel Saifidi ready to come in for one last salvo. Final 5 minutes. And Guerra playing it here on the 20. Here sends a pass away. Luke Herman put down in centre field. Here's Saifidi. Can he help get his team home? He's been wonderful tonight. Guerra pivots out of one attempt to tackle. And he's able to keep going. They've dropped off and Guerra pitches 5 extra metres on the last. Plays it smack bang in the centre of the ground. Pearce kicks high and long. French catches it on the 10. Good kick chase here for Newcastle. They're right across the park. Here's George Jennings. Where's Jared Hayne? Is he the... Oh, the pass came out the back. He was looking for Hayne. And Kenny Dow thought better of flinging Jared over the sideline, which would have given away a penalty there after the tackle was completed. Corey Norman takes on the line and he'll take the tackle. Guerra, the man that brought him down. Moses. Oh, ball around the corner. It's gone forward off the hand. And with 3 minutes left here, the clock is becoming the enemy for Parramatta.
He's been impressive. Tap by Moroa, goes over the top of Mitchell Pearce. Gets a pass around the corner. Michael Jennings can't take the ball.
Another good crowd here at McDonald Jones Stadium. Nearly 16,000 on a freezing night. And they're 3 and a bit minutes away from maybe seeing their team register a long overdue win, particularly here, having lost their last 6 in a row at this ground.
Okay, let's start binding. Let's start binding, guys.
Guys, let's hold. Make sure we hold, okay?
They only won 5 of their first 8.
Hold, mate.
Newcastle Knights only won 1 of their next 8. There's been a barren run in the middle section of the season. Parramatta tried to put the push on there to surprise the Newcastle pack.
There's only one chance. Don't push till it's in.
Hold it, hold it.
Hold the weight. Out.
Guerra now has it, and he's up within 5 of the halfway. So can Mitchell Pearce ice this win? Only 2 points the margin, 2.5 left. Saifidi with a carry.
Well, he's already tried to find touch once, Mitchell Pearce, at the end of the count. You'd imagine he'll do the same again here. And a couple more tackles.
Barnett off an inside run. It's 10 metres down the side of the halfway line. Played back in by Daniel Saifidi, his second carry of the set on the last. Pearce stabs it out. Now Clint Gutherson is rallying the troops to go and form a scrum. The clock will be stopped when they get the 6 men there. And we got a minute 45 left, minute 46 in fact.
Well, again, Bevan French to me is the man. I know that Jared Hayne can do some things and has looked great, but French is a man who can go the length. Somehow they've got to get him involved in this set of 6. Even if it is the kick again behind Ken Seo.
Yes, well, it wasn't far away from working earlier.
You throw the ball one side to get Meaney covering, and then you kick in behind Seo.
Well, the fullback Meaney's only a couple of metres behind the main line here.
I'd do it now. One pass to the left, swing it back to the right to get Meaney going.
Play the safety first option for the meantime. Alvaro carries the ball up within a couple of metres of the halfway line. Corey Norman now out to Gutherson. Here's Hayne. Is it set up for Jared? Evades 2 tackles. Runs across the park. Hayne breaks free of Saifidi's tackle. He's on the 30. A minute left. Moses. Moroa nearly through. He's put down 11 short of the line. Oh, that was a great tackle. Levi around the legs. Mitchell Moses gives it out to Moroa. Now it's with Norman. Norman kicks to the end goal. French has got it.
No, his foot's on the line.
Oh, he's claiming it, Pete.
Yeah, I think you'll find his foot's on the sideline. I think it might be a short celebration.
Coming up to 4, mate. Of no try. Want to check onside firstly, and then touchline here.
I think the onside is okay, but
Bevan French is the right side kick chase is onside.
I think you just have a look at one of his feet here as he grabs the football. Will be sitting on the sideline. He's fired. He can go outside the field to play, but then he comes back in. And see there,
just on the line,
just before the corner post.
Oh.
It's fine there. He's regathered the football, but both feet are in play, but it's now's the problem.
Yeah. It's so close.
Yeah, 2 points against the Dragons, the deficit. It'll be the same margin again tonight. Frustrating for Parramatta fans. Newcastle about to win their 7th game of the season. Well, his foot's in touch and he's holding the football. We don't need to go any further.
Possession is taken by Bevan French. His right foot is touch in goal when he regains possession. We have a decision.
The bunker is going to deny Parramatta a last-ditch win. He did so well, Bevan French. And barring some sort of miracle here or a brain explosion by Newcastle, they're going to get the 2 points.
Not early, guys.
He wasn't on the line for long, was he? Nathan Ross tackled. Parramatta will be looking for a one-on-one strip. Newcastle looking to sap every second out of the clock here. There'll be one, maybe two plays to go max. This will probably be the last one, in fact. Kensio is tackled. And Newcastle, they start the congratulations, and it's all been around Mitchell Pearce tonight. He returns to this team after an injury layoff, and he gets 2 competition points for his side by a 2-point margin, 18-16.
Yeah, heartbreak again for Parramatta, but well done, Newcastle. And Mitchell Pearce back in the lineup. They just looked a much more complete football team. Well organised. Got tight in the end, but it's a good win. And over 15,000 appreciative fans in on a cold night. See a long run, a long drought